Hey guys, this is Ryga from Efoil Miami, and today we're going to talk about storing your Efoil battery for the Waydoo Flyer One and how to optimize the health of that battery if you are going to store it, or just in general. So first things first, you should never store your battery on empty or full. You want to be between 40 to 60% on the battery. And this should be fine if you're storing it for the winter, if you're going on vacation or something like that. But somewhere around 3 months, it's not a terrible idea to just run that battery through a cycle. So put it in the Waydoo. No need to run the motor dry. That's not good for the Efoil. But just let it run through a cycle to make sure you're maintaining the health of the battery. Now, another thing to consider is the temperature and where you're storing that battery. So you don't want to store it in very cold temperatures, and you don't want to store it in very hot temperatures. So somewhere between 50 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit is fine. But for example, if you were to store your battery in a hot boathouse, a garage, something like that, where there's not good insulation or any climate control, if that battery gets too hot, that's one of the worst things that you could do for the health of your battery. Likewise, if you're somewhere in the north where it gets cold, again, if it's in your car, if it's in a garage, if it's somewhere outside, cold is also terrible for the battery. So it's really best to keep the battery inside for the optimal health of that battery. Now, another thing to consider is what to store your battery in. And it's not a terrible idea to invest in a fireproof case. And do you need one? Do you not need one? We don't ever actually use them for the batteries here at Efoil Miami, but it is a lithium-ion battery, so it's not a terrible idea for peace of mind. So when you're getting ready to store your battery somewhere inside with climate control, just inspect it, make sure it's clean, get everything out of the terminals, and get all the salt or whatever might have accumulated via use. And this is actually good practice after every session on your Efoil as well. Just always try to keep your battery and your gear as clean as possible. Now, some best practices for your battery health: it's never a good idea to run that battery to zero even when you're on the water. So stop somewhere short, and then you can charge that battery back up to 40 to 80% like you did for storage, and just top it off before your next session so it's not sitting there at 100% for a week or 2 weeks, a few days, whatever it might be between sessions on the Efoil. And as well, with one battery, you can generally expect up to 120-minute ride, depending on your weight, how fast you go, a lot of factors. So it's never a terrible idea to have a couple extra batteries on hand if you want to get a few extra rides. And that way, leaving that little breathing room for your battery health, you can just get a longer ride having more than one. So if you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what questions you might have about batteries, battery health, Efoils in general in the comment section, and let us know what other videos you would like to see on this channel. So we'll catch you next time.